Good morning everyone. So let's start our today's lecture and the crop covered will be maize and maize is a kharif season crop and botanical name of maize is Zea maize. Botanical name of maize is Zea maize and chromosome number of maize is 2n equal to 20. 2n is equal to 20 is the chromosome number and it is also known as queen of the cereals and it is grown all over the world for its grain, for its flour, and also commonly today baby corn is very famous all over the world. It belongs to family Poaceae and it can be grown in all continents except Antarctica and it can be used in many industries like syrup, alcohol, acetic acid, lactic acid, glucose, etc. and etc. These can it can be used in this. So, what is the economic benefit of the maize crop which we are doing today? So, cobs harvested slightly ahead of maturation was grilled and consumed as tasty soups and pancakes. So when we harvest the immature crops, like you can see the maize, it can be used for the consumption by making them into soups or pancakes or grilling them into an oven or fire. Popcorn is famous product of maize. It is very much famous in North and South America. Now you can write about the origin of the crop. The crop originates in Mexico. Most of the genetic diversity belongs to Mexico, so scientists have declared Mexico as the origin of maize crop. Like maize is of different, you can say different types of maize is grown for the different purposes. Like it has six classifications. First one is dent corn, which have the botanical name of Zea maize var and denta. This is the most common type grown in South Asia. This type of maize is grown in South Asia, basically India. Basically, how can you know that it is a dent form? A dent is formed on the top of the kernel having yellow or white color. Like on the top of the crop, there is a dent, and on that dent, yellowish whitish color is there. Second is flint corn. Its botanical name is Zea maize var indurata. It is widely grown and cultivated in India. The kernel on the top is rounded. The color may be white or yellow, and it is grown in Europe, Asia, Central America, South America. Next is popcorn. Next is popcorn, which have the botanical name equal to Zea maize var avata, and as the name suggests, this type of this type of maize is used for making popcorn and size of kernel is small but the endosperm is hard. The seed is hard and it is basically grown for the purpose of eating as popcorn. Next is flour corn. As I've told you earlier, maize flour is also used. So this variety used for flour of maize is known as Zea maize var America. It has a soft endosperm. Kernels are soft and it is basically grown in USA and South Africa. Next is sweet corn. Its botanical name is Zea maize var saccharata and the basic concept of this maize variety is that It is grown for near about very less time on the soil, and it is harvested as an immature corn. And basically the maize grains are used for cooking and canning purposes into this, and it is used as sweet corn. Basically maximum it is grown in USA, United States of America. Next is pod corn. It is known as Zea maize var tunicata, and in this each kernel is enclosed in pod, and it is primitive type of maize and hence of no importance. Like it was grown early on, but now it has very less importance on the land purposes, or it is grown very less in the whole world. Last is Vexicor. Its botanical name is Zea maize var terratina, and the endosperm of the canal when cut or broken gives a waxy appearance. Like it gives a waxy appearance, that why the name was given Vexicon. And it produces a lot of starch similar to you can say tapioca shakargandi, known as vegetable, and it is basically used for adhesive for articles, like it is used into the gum industry. Now I will show you about the diagram. Are you seeing the diagram?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so basically guys, this is the female part. This part is known as this part is known as tassel, which is known as male inflorescence. It is grown on the topmost of the plant. After that, these silks, this is known as silk. The silk type here is coming from the cob. This is known as female inflorescence. This is known as female inflorescence, and usually the pollen is shed from the top of the tassel, and it is received by the silk, or you can say female inflorescence, and fertilization helps, and after that the fruit or the maize product is formed, and it has prop roots. Like these types of root are known as prop roots, and this is about you can say the cob. The hair is known as silk. The leaves covering the fruit is known as wax or husk, and each grain is known as kernel or fruit. These is known as kernel or fruit. So in some varieties of maize, the kernels are soft, and these are used for flour corn, popcorn, sweet corn. And some of the maize varieties have hard kernels, which are used for another purposes, like adhesives and some other purposes. Or you can say popcorn kernel are hard. And this is the cob section, the female inflorescence, in which this is the style, this is the bracket, outer leaf, this is the female flower. Like when the grains are not hard, this is the type of female flower inside, soft tissue type. This is basically the diagram of maize. And in this picture you can see the corn plants having pinkish silk, pinkish yellowish silk, and the crop is grown for near about, you can say, 40 to 50 days, and the crop is harvested having soft kernels, Basically, these type of corn, baby corn or sweet corn, is used for sweet corn industry for eating raw. Now, this is the, you can say, male flower, which is known as tassel, and it is located at the top of the plant, and basically self pollination and also cross pollination is done in this crop. Like these are the silks, this is the female part, female flower, and these are the receiving, these are the silks which receive the pollen from the male part. And we can also know about the harvesting stage of the crop. When these silks turn into brownish, uh, these are now a little bit shiny and greenish, but when the crop matures and the fruit is formed, these turn into brownish in color, brownish in color and hard in structure, and like you can say, less shiny. And these are the different types of the varieties, or you can say the kernels of the maize crop. Like this is known as butta. We use it, we cook it on fire and eat it raw. This is the sweet corn variety, this soft one. You can see the grains are looking liquidy and immature. This is used in soft that sweet corn industry. These type hard grain structures are used in flour making. Flour making. These types of used are in popcorn industry. The popcorns are made and the canals are little bit harder. These are the different cultivars of maize crop. Next, we will learn about the origin and distribution. Basically, the cultivation of maize crop is not so old. It was first originated in 14th century, and geographical region of maize is said to be somewhere in tropical zone of South America or Mexico. South America or Mexico, and basically the scientists have concluded that Mexico is the origin of the crop. Next is area and production. Like among all the cereals, maize occupies the third position in the world after wheat and rice. I've told you earlier that wheat and rice are the major crops, and after that, maize crops occur on the third place. North America, you can say USA, ranks number one in its production, and then it is followed by Europe. Then it is followed by Europe. Maize basically is consumed by all, like as a source of human food, uh, as a sweet corn, as popcorn, or as flour used in the households. These are also used as a fodder crop. Maize is also used as a fodder crop for the animals. We grow it and cut it raw and feed to the animals. It has a lot of juicy content, so that's why the animals, the cows and buffalo loves to eat it, and they produce more milk by consuming these types of crop. The total area covering maize crop is 5.4% is in India of the world, and total production is 1.7%. Of all the countries, we are having a 5.4 area percentage of maize crop under us, and the production on the world level is 1.7% from the total. USA ranks number one, and in India, UP ranks first in area production while productivity is highest in Karnataka. Punjab ranks into fourth position. As we are living in Punjab, Maize is also grown. You can say in Hoshiarpur region, it has a lot of belt and it fetches a lot of prices of the flour maize. Now, the next are the climatic requirement. Next are the climatic requirement. What is the climate? What type of temperature? What is the pH? Which type of soil can we use? So these are the few features which we learn about in the climatic requirement. So all of you know that we prefer to grow maize in North India in the summer season, and also a lot of irrigation is needed during that time for the maize crop, and the monsoon period also occurs to be in these months. So when we grow the kharif season crop, it is very beneficial. It is very beneficial as we are surrounded by the monsoon that time. Also, you know that it is a short day plant with C4 type of photosynthesis, and it uses very efficiently the solar radiation and reproduce the photosynthesis process. And all of you have seen, if maize crop is growing in your area, if the crop is 1 feet today, it will be 1.5 feet by tomorrow, but it grows, it is having C4 type C4 type plant, and it grows to a large extent like 3-4 inches every day. It grows till it reaches its maximum height. And if there is excessive say moisture or less moisture, it is very sensitive. The crop is very sensitive. uh, the production also decreases with this process. And the pH range for the soil for maize is 6.5 to 7.5. You can say acidic to near about neutral. This is the pH which is required. And the temperature should not go below 15 degrees Celsius during night, and it cannot withstand frost at any stage. Like we are growing in summer season like June, July, August, September. Till September, we are ready for the harvesting of the crop. Optimum temperature for germination is 21 degrees Celsius, which is available, and maximum for growth is 32 degrees Celsius, which is available in the summer season during June and July. And 600 mm of rainfall with even distribution is sufficient for good cultivation. Like maize can be grown in different types of soil, but it is well suited to well drained soil which are clayey or loamy. As I was telling you, best soils are dark silt or loamy soils, dark silt or loamy. Optimum pH is 6.5 to 7.5. Now, what are the different seasons in which we grow crop? Like we are studying kharif season. So, with the onset of monsoon in June and July, this crop is sown, and it takes near about 60 to 90 days for harvesting, depending upon the different varieties. Like I've told you, sweet corn or baby corn, uh, which we can harvest in 40, 50, 60 days, and flour corn, or you can say the other corn varieties which are used as popcorn or hard corn or flour corn, these are matured in near about September, or October. Similar time it has growing period similar according to rice. Next is seed bed preparation, land preparation, where before sowing how the land is prepared in northern India for the crop. So basically, the weeds are removed. The land is prepared by going plowing 3-4 times and then harrowing it, so that and ridges and furrows are made of equal distance and maize is sown on the top of that, because some crops are sown directly on the land but maize is sown on uh, ridges, because it is very sensitive to lot of moisture or very deficient moisture. So to prevent it from extra rainfall or moisture, it is sown on ridges. Seeds and sowing. Next topic is how much seed is known. So near about, scientists have found out that 60,000 to 80,000 plants per hectare is optimum for good yield. Like this much plant should be there per acre, per hectare, for good optimum yield. For pure crop, we sow the crop, we take the seed rate equal to 20 to 25 kg per hectare. You can say 8 kg per acre and 20 to 25 kg per hectare, and the distance between crop to crop and row to row is given like 60 into 25 centimeter or 75 into 20. Like the distance between the ridges is 60 centimeter and plant to plant is 25 centimeter. Or if you are sowing late, you can or intercropping it, you can increase the area between rows, and you can decrease the area between the maize to maize plant. When you are doing intercropping in some state like Madhya Pradesh with soybean, 15 kg of seed is enough for per hectare in 1 to 2 ratios. And if you are applying 1 to 3 ratios, 1 row of maize and 3 rows of soybean you are growing, then 10 kg per hectare seed rate is enough. And for fodder maize, like if you are growing for the animal purposes, the seed rate is 40 to 50 kg per hectare. Like we broadcast it into the field directly. The seed rate is high because the density of the crop is more in the fodder crop. Like we throw the seeds anywhere in the field and we don't want the crop, we only want the succulent plant, so it can grow with any seed rate. Method of sowing. Next is method of sowing. What is the method? Like basically broadcasting method is also used, but dibbling method is more suitable. We dibble the seed 2 to 3 centimeter deep, but not more than 5 centimeters. So depth of the seed is given 2 to 3 centimeter or 5 centimeter maximum. And also if the ridges are very broad, we grow the crop on the both sides. Like if our ridges is very broad, we grow the crop on both sides of the ridges but not on the top. But if the ridges are small, it is grown on the top of the ridges. And what are the basically the weeds? What are the weeds which are which happens to harass our crop? So basically the weeds are Cynodon, Dactylon, Echinoclea, column, and Cyprus area, Cyprus rotundus, Celosia argentina, Commonina bengalis, Convolvulus arvensis. These are the different weeds. So basically, first of all, this is also a commercial crop, and we grow the uh, we have the weed management. Early on, we can also use the pre-emergence weedicide. We can use the post-emergence weedicide. Pre-emergence weedicides are those which are sprayed on the before sowing of the crop. or when the crop is not uh, before germination. In post-emergence weedicides are those weedicides which are sprayed in the field uh, when the crop has also been germinated and it doesn't affect our crop but it only attacks the weed crops. And hand weeding is also important, like early on you can give two weedings in the starting, it is easy, two hand weedings can be done. And intercultivation is very much important between ridges and furrows, and earthing up of plants is very much important after first 15 to 20 days, because this crop has uh, root system which needs to be protected by the soils, because the plant height is very much. If there is less crop stand or less soil stand nearby the plant, if there is heavy wind, the plant can be damaged or it can be broken down. So earthening up is very much important in this crop. Next is water management. How much water, when to apply irrigation at the time. So important points are given, like apply water evenly and uniformly, drain out excess water if it is there because it is very harmful, and if there is very much less moisture, no rainfall, do not allow the maize crop to wilt. It wilts a lot because it grows uh, every day 2 to 3 inches. So no, not any deficiency and not excessive water is harmful for the soil. Crop should be irrigated immediately if the reeds roar or wilt. During the summer days, if the you can if you saw the crop is showing wilting symptoms, you have to irrigate the field as soon as possible. And during the flowering stage, irrigation should be given, and it will help to protect the plant from wilting, and also our yield will not be suffered. And when the grain filling and development of the cob is there, also apply one more irrigation at that time, but at the optimum level. I've told you earlier, it is sensitive to both drought and waterlogging. Like if we don't supply irrigation, the drought, it become drought and the plant will wilt and die down. And if excessive rainfall, like previous week, there was rainfall for 2 days. These types of conditions are also harmful for the maize crop. And the most critical period for moisture stretch is flowering stage, that is tasseling and silking. And up to 40 days after sowing, the crop is more sensitive. Crop is more sensitive to excess or less moisture. So we have to apply, or we have to prepare our table according to that at sowing time and up to 40 days the moisture level should be optimum, so that the crop doesn't affect its maturity. Next are manures and fertilizers. Like if in the Punjab area you can see the nutrient which we supply in the field during basal dose is NPK, and half of the nitrogen, you can say 60 kg, is supplied at the time of the sowing. The phosphorus is supplied at the basal dose. And if soil testing is there, if you are lacking in potassium and zinc, you can supply these into this ratio. But basically, nitrogen and phosphorus are supplied to the soil in Punjab area. Now, when the harvesting is done, The maize crop matures near about within 3 months, 3 to 4 months. And what are the harvesting you can say analysis? You can say the husk cover turns pale brown. The leaf area which covers the kernels turn dark brown, and grains are hard. When we press the grains, they are very hard, and the silks also turn brownish in color. And you can check that and harvest the crop according to that. What are the yield attributes? Eh, In hybrids, the yield per hectare is 35 to 40 quintal per hectare, and in local open pollinated variety, it is 15 to 20 quintal per hectare. Like there is double yield in hybrids. There is double yield in hybrids, and this is the maize crop, and I think you have understood till now. I've shown you the pictures about what is silk, what is male part, what is female part, how the plant looks, and I hope you have understood till now. And maize crop is very sensitive to moisture. If there is less moisture or water, it is also very damaging to the production. But it is, if we supply more water, it is also damaging to the crop, and waterlogging conditions are very much harmful. Like you can say 50% of the yield can be reduced if we apply more water to the crop. And first 40 to 50 days are very much important for the crop, as it helps to settle the crop, and maximum vegetative growth is seen in the first 40 to 50 days. And maize have different types of you can say yield attributes, different types of varieties, like different varieties are used in different areas.